Hello everyone, today I thought I would do a video going over teams you can use in the new Chaos mode for this week. I know it's a little bit later in the week, but some people may have just started playing it and may want to start grinding it. So, the reason there's no PvP video actually this week is because it's just dead, bro. This game mode, they've just heavily killed it. The meta is just so whack now, it's unbelievable. Like, Ram is worth 3.3k, but Goddessless is worth 500. You know, Red Sariel 296. You come up here, literally LRLV. So I thought I'd make a video instead of going over teams just because people want to grind them. This right here is a team that I have seen, and it's a team I've actually been using. I'm currently in the top 7.2%. I'm literally only playing 3 games a day to get my boxes, and that's it. Don't care if I win or lose, just playing 3 and calling it quits. Yeah, this is one team. It's very good that there is maybe a slight what do you want to call it? A slight thing you may want to know is that this team, you really want to have Chandler's Relic. Estoros' Relic is nice to have as well, but you're probably not going to be able to encourage people in time. It is nice to still have though, but you definitely want to have Chandler's Relic just to make sure you're able to survive those hits. Because I had someone, we were both running a mirror match, and he didn't have Chandler's Relic, and he lost very badly. My Chandler was able to tank a Demon King hit, and his wasn't. In the process, he lost the game, which was kind of sad on his end, but that's what happens. Anyway, on to the next team. And now on to the second team. Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. Festival Lian is only worth 500. Yes, one of the most broken tanks in the game. It's only worth 500. This is the Sins team, only worth 3.2k, which is absurd. It's really low. I don't know why they've done this. This team is horrible to verse. It's so stally. It's pretty much like you're rushing someone's ult the entire time. It's really irritating. I don't know why. It's only 3.2k. This team is very good. Of course, you give Ratamil Link to Diane. You can give Green Sariel to Barn if you want, or Red Sariel, depending on what you want. This man, Mr. Melly, you can give anyone, hopefully with high attack. And then, of course, high CC in the back for Zeldris, because you want Zeldris to have as high CC as possible, because, of course, then you actually get decent CC as well. On to the next team. This is another team that I've seen. Of course, I actually do not own Blue Awakened Roxy. So this Roxy here I used as a sort of substitute. You replace this one with the Blue Awakened Roxy. I have seen this team. If you're wondering why I'm not using the New Easton, with this team you can't actually run the New Easton. LR Escanor just takes just over the margin to a point where you can't run her. But you can run, of course, Ragbalm, which is as good as he's still a human. And you can give him a Fate Link. And she's actually got decent CC. So as you can see, this team, I don't have, she's not leveled up, he's not leveled up. But that CC isn't bad for people who aren't the most leveled. I'll give them all links to sort of show you roughly what the CC is going to be like. And then you'll probably end up giving this one Sariel, because you'll be running Blue Roxy, which is the better one. Look, 180k is not bad while I'm running no food. These two are not even fully super awakened or even fully leveled up yet. It's pretty good. CC wise, of course, you probably want to be going first with this team. The problem by going first with this team is you're probably versing Demon Kings, and Demon Kings are very irritating to verse. Mainly because of the fact that they actually want to go second, and they're running Evade Food, which is probably your two biggest banes are Evade Food and Demon King because damage cap. And you don't really have an Infect. But with the new AOT collab, there will be an Infect, which is nice. AOT is going to be a good buff for humans. I definitely recommend LRing Escanor if you have the resources to. Just definitely, it's worth it. I done it recently. It stole all my materials, but it was worth it. But that's really it for teams. You can't really use unknowns anymore. Tira's a lot, Freya's a lot, Merlin's a lot. All the good unknowns are just insanely high now. Rimmer is still roughly the same with Merlin. But all the other really broken unknowns have just spiked in cost, which is kind of expecting. Roxy, especially, she was 500 last week. Now she's 2,000 because people were using her with Ghislaine and Tyr, and those teams were horrible. And they had Ram in back. Ram is now worth 3.3k, which is absurd because you couldn't use Nanashi last week. But this week you can. So, of course, if there are any teams you want to run a little bit more tanky, maybe the Demon King team I showed you earlier, but you don't have Cusack or Chandler, you can run good old Mr. Nanashi, or I saw someone running the Green Champion There's a blue champion melee, wherever he is. This one. I saw someone running this one, which it's okay, I guess, but he definitely isn't the best. And I definitely don't. If of course if you can run Cusack or Chandler, that's definitely the way to go. Those two are more like your final things you want to run. You could also run Green Zell if you really wanted to. No, actually, no, you can't because you're running Demon King. I'm dumb. But AM Melee is cheap though. You could run AM Melee if you want instead of Chandler. I've seen that as well. I've seen people running AM Melee with Demon King instead of Chandler and Estarosos, which is nice. But really, that's it. You can't. Don't think you can run Mael. Yeah, Mael himself is still worth 3k. You could actually. You could try it. You could run these two, and then actually no, you could easily run a Goddess team. Actually, I'll make another Goddess team. And I'll be back. Boom, we have another team. This team isn't that bad. You've got, of course, DPS, you've got a stat booster, you've got cleanser, and of course you've got an Anashi in the back being even more irritating. If you actually wanted to, you could make the actual Goddess team and just replace Liz with Liz like this. If you really want it to be even more horrible. I'm pretty sure Tristan is probably pretty cheap. Tristan, I don't have Tristan, so of course I can't check. But I don't think he would be super expensive because I didn't see anyone using him last week, and not many people were using Goddesses last week, so I'm guessing he's decently cheap this week. But yeah, as you can see, Goddess Liz is 500. Margaret, which was last week, worth a lot. She was like 3.2, something like that. She was worth more than Mael. Now she's super cheap. Same with Anashi, he was super cheap now. Mael's price has gone maybe down. I think it's gone up just a tiny bit. Liz's is now hella cheap as well. So those are a few teams that you can use. I'm sorry not for actually uploading a PvP video this week. Because this game mode is just really dead now. It's cool. It was cool until they started messing up with the point system. They did actually apologize in the recent dev notes that came out today, saying they're sorry about what happened and how it was pretty much all done automated. So it was all an automated system. It saw, oh, this person's being used a lot, and then completely spiked their rating. Oh, this person's being used not that much, it's completely lower their rating in the process. It created this sort of mess that we have right now, which is just normal PvP, but for a higher reward. That means people are more likely going to whale and spend diamonds on like things and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.